Hello everyone. So I'm here to do my top 8 favorite, top 8 least to best Allosaurus designs in terms of documentaries. This is just my own personal opinion, and of course that some people may agree, some people may disagree, but it is what it is. And I'm sorry if I may have mistakenly skipped some designs, but here if I forgot something, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, but anyways, let's start out. So my least favorite design, my least and probably the most trash design, it's actually a tie between the two, but this one actually is like my least favorite, and that is the Allosaurus design. Well, the Stephen Fry Allosaurus design. Yeah, I have to say the Stephen Fry design, most of the dinosaur designs overall look trash, with the exception of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which they did a good job. Stay tuned for it to be the one of the favorite Rexes. But anyways, so the Stephen Fry documentary, you know, most of the dinosaurs were shrink wrapped. The Allosaurus was complete garbage. At least it was one of the probably the worst of the worst garbage theropod designs ever. Very shrink wrapped. You know, its tongue's weird. The skull's weird. And what's weird is that Stephen Fry said that Allosaurus was like 2 tons. Okay. But then later on, a paleontologist with him, she said, I forget the scientist's name. She said that Allosaurus was like 15 tons. I'm like, what? That's weird. Allosaurus 15 tons? So they used that statement. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I understand, like, mistakes happen. Even paleontologists themselves, like, you know, they make mistakes. You know, shit happens. But yeah, Allosaurus, you know, was certainly not 15 tons. It was like, well, depending on the species, like if we're using like Gemensini or Fragilis, they would probably be around like maybe 2 or 3 tons. As for Allosaurus annex, 4 to 5 tons. The largest specimen of annex, you know, was 8 tons, almost Rex size. But yeah, the 15 tons is just ridiculously stupid. But anyways, but overall, like, the design of it, I don't know. And the way how they portray it as like a monstrous killer, and then like it was, well, we thought that it was killed by the Diplodocus, but then all of a sudden, like, it just survived the attack. I'm like, you're gonna get an Allosaurus would, like, even though that Allosaurus is tough as nails, since we found a lot of specimens, but it would certainly not survive 50 tons of weight or more of sauropod weight. Like, that's just ridiculous. So yeah. But Allosaurus is just, but anyways, yeah, the design of it's very shrink wrap, pronated wrists, head shrink wrap, just everything about it is just shrink wrap. I don't know. And the way, but I don't know, it's garbage. The coloring's garbage. Just everything about it is garbage. Just garbage. Let's just say. And yeah, and also, yeah, if you look at the head, you know, shape, very shrink wrapped-ish. Here's the Rex. Here's the Rex. What's weird is that the Rex model looks good, but the skull, it's very shrink wrapped, and the Allosaurus is just looks nothing like an Allosaurus at all. So you know, but anyways, you know, garbage, complete garbage. And my another least favorite Allosaurus design, which is another pile of garbage, is the Life on Our Planet Allosaurus. Boy, oh boy, what can I freaking say? Like, very shrink wrapped, more shrink wrapped than the big rock Allosaurus, the Jurassic World special. Like, very garbage, very shrink wrapped. Looks very awesome bro-ish. Like, most of the designs of the documentary series in Life on Our Planet, most of these designs are awesome bro, like I said before, and the Allosaurus is one of them. And it does look a little bit awesome bro-ish, because it is based, because most of these designs from the documentary are based on the Jurassic World models, and I wish that they didn't do that, but it's whatever. And just the way how it's portrayed and how it runs is just kind of weird. Like, I don't know. Like, very slender and sleek. I mean, don't get me wrong. Allosaurus was an agile theropod, but not like that. But not like too much. And it was like too very, very skinny with a long ass tail, and like too much of a long ass tail. I don't know. It's just garbage. Another complete garbage. But like I said, like, it was a tie between both of these two. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, really. And then coming to the sixth least, well, technically speaking, I mean, it's least favorite, but it's not like garbage. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's garbage, but it's one of my least favorite designs of the documentary, and that is When Dinosaurs Roamed America, Allosaurus. As a kid, I used to like it. The colorings are pretty cool for the most part, but the head looks too much Tyrannosaur-like. I don't know why. I always think that the head looks very Tyrannosaur. Like, maybe it looks a little T-Rex-ish, but it looks like very, like, almost raptor or dromaeosaur-like appearance. But that's just me, though, because of its, like, its body. But yeah, like, the arms are a little bit pronated, a little bit. The head looks too much Tyrannosaur-like, at least in my opinion, at least. At least in this DeviantArt, it looks pretty cool, but hey, it's DeviantArt. DeviantArt's DeviantArt, but we're talking about the official model itself, so yeah. But if you look at it, it looks, I don't know, I just don't like it that much. I mean, at the time as a kid, I mean, at the time as I got older, you know, it was the least favorite Allosaurus design, but it changed because of those two, Life on Our Planet, and of course the Stephen Fry documentary. But hey, at least that they betray the Allosaurus as like a gang hunter. Like, every time that if a sauropod is like down to the ground, or if it's dead, they'll finish it, they'll eat it and shit like that, which we find a lot of specimens of Allosaurus. But yeah. And the arms are pretty pronated as well, so that's why, you know, I rank it as the least favorite. Like, I would say that it's better, but it's the least favorite Allosaurus design of this list. Now, this one is a big shocker. Well, actually, no, not yet. But here's an... Anyways, well, moving on to another design, and that is the Dinosaur Revolution Allosaurus. I like the coloring. I really like the coloring, is pretty dope. you know, and I like how it's, you know, in the documentary series, they did based on the broken jaw specimen, even though that we know that Broken Jaw's attacker was from another allosaurus, but that's a different topic for another story. Um, the allosaurus design from Dinosaur Revolution, like, it's pretty good, except for that for the broken jaw model. I don't know why they put spikes on it. Like, it's very Awesome Bro-ish. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't like that. You know, with the female, like, they didn't put the female design actually looks much better, but it doesn't have like those spikes anyway, and it doesn't look like too much Awesome Bro-ish because of the spikes on Broken Jaw. If we get rid of the spikes, it wouldn't be too much Awesome Bro-ish, but yeah, that's just me though. And of course, shrink wrapping, because it is a little shrink wrapped for the most part. A little bit, but not by much. I mean, the arms are a little shrink wrapped. The body's half shrink wrapped, or the neck's a little shrink wrapped, but yeah, it's, I don't know. But it's better than when dinosaurs roamed America Allosaurus, I have to say. But only like if we get rid of the spikes, then yeah, it would be one of the best of the best. But yeah. And then moving on, now this is the biggest shocker, and a lot of people are gonna be shocked about this, and that is the Jurassic Fight Club Allosaurus. And I love the coloring of it. I love the red crests. I always think that Allosaurus had red crests because of like Walking with Dinosaurs and other like dino media and shit like that. But although of course we don't know, but yeah, the coloring looks pretty good. It is shrink wrapped. However, there were at times that its arms were pronated, and there were at times that the model was not pronated. I mean, its arms were not pronated. Like in this shot, fuck me. I think that these arms are not as pronated as much, if I'm not mistaken. Like this one's not pronated. I think this one's a little pronated, but yeah, but there was a couple of like shots. Oh, here's one. Like here's this one that's like fighting off with the Camarasaurus. Like this is actually, even though that, yes, it is the least favorite dinosaur documentary, but this is a pretty good shot of the Allosaurus's like claws like not being so pronated, because in most Awesome Bro depictions of and not just Awesome Bro depictions, but at the time, you know, the arms were pronated and stuff, and but hey, at least in this shot, the Allosaurus's arms are not pronated. That's why I actually really like Jurassic Fight Club's Allosaurus. The head's pretty good for the most part. Of course, they portrayed like Allosaurus as like the unstoppable force of nature that kills Ceratosaurus, as you can see. Yeah, the teeth are pretty good. Like in this shot, we know that this one has pronated wrists. We know that, and we know that in this shot, this one, it also has pronated wrists, and even the Ceratosaurus does. But like I said before, in some shots of the documentary, like this at times, or like this shot, its arms are not pronated. With this one's not, but this one is. It is what it is. But yeah, but the Allosaurus design looks. I mean, even though that, yeah, people. It's oversized, unless if you count that if it's an Allosaurus annex, not Saurophagonax, but you guys get the point. But yeah, But other than that, like, it's still pretty cool. The colors are cool. The crests are pretty dope. And, yeah. Even though that, yeah, we, as much as we hate this documentary, but at least the Allosaurus is okay. But, yeah. But that's just my own personal opinion, though. But, yeah. Now we're getting into the best. And here is Dinosaur Planet's Allosaurus. Planet Dinosaurs Allosaurus. I don't know why I'm saying Dinosaur Planet. Planet Dinosaurs Allosaurus. I love the coloring. I love the black stripes on it. I love the detail. I just love how it is. Like, the way how they betrayed it, you know, they tried to, try to chase after the ornithopods, Camptosaurus, and then go after the Stegosaurus, and then pays the ultimate price. And then later on, I don't know if it's the same Allosaurus, but it hunts a Camptosaurus, and then it faces off against, at the time, Saurophagonax. You know, it was pretty damn cool. It's, the arms are not... Okay, like, this shot's kind of a bit pronated-ish, but, like, this shot's not, like, the arms are not pronated, like, but hey, at least that the Allosaurus is pretty cool. Like, oh, this shot's not pronated. But I do like the coloring. Like, the coloring's pretty cool. The crests are cool. You know, it's just that there's some shots, just like in Jurassic Fight Club, like, sometimes the arms are pronated, sometimes they are, at least, I think so, I don't know, but, yeah, and here's the Allosaurus Anax, or at least Saurophagonax at the time, which is just a reused model, just a little bit bigger than what appears to be an Allosaurus fragilis, but, yeah. But, of course, the Allosaurus, or the fragilis is, my opinion, has the coolest color, and probably the number one, well, not number one, the second best coloring and the second best model of the documentary. And look at this shot. Like, this shot's pretty damn super sick. Like, I don't know why, I just really love this shot of Planet Dinosaurs Allosaurus. Like, I don't know, it just looks super, super dope. Like, everything, like, it looks very super dope. But, yeah. I don't know, there's just, that's all I have to say, really. And here's number one. Well, technically speaking, it's number two or number one. It's depending, you decide, really, but here it is, the Walking with Dinosaurs Allosaurus. Now, I love the coloring texture. I know that, yes, people are going to say that, well, you're just a Walking with Dinosaurs fanboy. Yeah. But there's just something I really like about it. Like, the color texture, the walk appearance, and just its roar, even though that, yes, dinosaurs do not roar, but yeah, I don't know. My only issue, of course, is that the laughable crests are a bit way too high, and even, yeah, a lot of people even said that the crests are way too high, because we know that Allosaurus did have crests, just not like big crests like in the Walking with Dinosaurs depiction. But yeah, I also like how, like, oh, here's another shot. Like, if we look at here, like, the crests look way too big, but the coloring looks pretty damn dope, and we all know that it has one of the coolest sounds of the Allosaurus media, but, yeah. But here's the number one favorite, and that is the the Big Al special, they kind of upgraded the Allosaurus in the Walking with Dinosaurs special. Like, the head looks pretty more Allosaur-like appearance. The crests look a little bit smaller and better than we thought. The coloring, like, it's better in my opinion, and it looks, but the only issue I have is that, of course, that the Allosaurus Jamesoni, since this is Allosaurus Jamesoni has more of a narrow snout instead of a thicker snout than Allosaurus fragilis or the other Allosaurs. But other than that, it's still a really good design. Like, I really love it, and the way how they treated Big Al, it was perfect. The story was perfect. Like, everything about it was perfect, and yeah, I really like it, and it's probably, technically speaking, the #1 favorite best Allosaurus design, unless you count maybe the Walking with Dinosaurs one. But technically speaking, this is more of an like I said before, it's an upgrade, but just, it has some problems, like accuracy-wise, but it's better, well, more accurate than, I guess, more accurate than the Walking with Dinosaurs itself. But that's just me, and it is what it is. And yeah, I just really like it so much. But yeah, but what is your least to best favorite Allosaurus designs in terms of paleo media? Let me know in the comments, and I would like to hear them.